Oh, hello loyal YouTube subscriber. I didn't see you there. Sorry to interrupt your regular programming of Duck TV. I thought we'd take a break and learn about hand-pulled noodle dough for a minute. So today's episode, we're going to talk about how you know when your dough is ready for the pulling phase. The recipe that I'm using is the Serious Eats hand-pulled noodle dough recipe. It's 3 cups flour, a half cup of nutritional yeast, a half teaspoon of salt, 1 cup and 3 tablespoons of water, and 1 tablespoon of oil. And it needs a whole bunch of kneading. So this ball of dough has seen kneading for about 2 hours so far. This is half the recipe. I got about an hour and a half into the whole batch and I got hungry, so I decided to stop and cut up the other half into noodles. So this is just half the recipe right now. It's been kneaded for about 2 hours so far. And I know it's getting ready for the hand pulling phase for a few reasons. So the first is that I took my shirt off about an hour ago because I was getting so hot from the kneading. Second is that the dough has lost all elasticity. So if I take my ball of dough and I push my finger into it, there's 0 rebound. It's like Play-Doh. And then third is that if I take my dough and I roll it into a log, so if I take my dough and roll it into a log and hold it like this, it'll eventually sag all the way to the floor. It takes a little while, so we're not going to do it on video here, but I can watch the bottom of it and see it slowly sag, and it'll eventually hit the floor without the dough tearing. There's just 0 elasticity in the dough anymore. Alright, so like I said, this dough has 1 cup and 3 tablespoons of water to it, and I've added probably about 1/3 cup of water over the 2 hours worth of kneading, because it's dried out so much in our desert air. So I keep a spray bottle of water on the counter, and every once in a while I just spritz the surface, and I don't want the surface to be wet or tacky. I want it to just feel not dry. So what happens is when it gets dry, your hands tend to slide over it and it slides on the counter. So the wetness keeps the dough from tearing on the surface. It also gives you just a little bit of friction. So when I'm ready to start the pulling phase, I'm going to roll the dough out on the counter until I get about 15 to 20 inches long. Nice even width. All right. And it looks like we're ready to start pulling. So I'm going to pinch the sides of the dough, slap it on the counter. And there you go. You get your arm's length worth of dough, and you can start making your hand-pulled noodles.